Welcome to today's product demonstration. Let's talk about PBS Software's product called Nearline Analytic Archive, or NAA. It's a solution for accessing data from a decommissioned SAP ECC system in SAP S/4HANA with the usual transactions, reports, and queries, so you can save costs related to keeping old systems running and offer users a seamless experience. The use case for NAA is when a company has migrated to SAP S/4HANA and now wants to decommission their legacy SAP ECC system. However, the legacy SAP ECC data should still be available in accordance with business needs, legal regulations, and to comply with audit requirements. It is very important that the data should still be easily accessible to users, along with the transactions, reports, and queries they are familiar with. With PBS NAA, legacy SAP ERP data can be directly accessed from an SAP S/4HANA environment without moving the data into the new SAP S/4HANA database. Instead, the data is stored in a sidecar database and can still be evaluated within SAP S/4HANA using transactions, reports, and queries. Let's take a look at the various components of the PBS NAA solution, starting with the data in the legacy SAP ECC system. The PBS extraction suite is installed on the legacy SAP ECC system. It does extracts of database data and is utilized to conduct an analysis of the environment, set up data extraction jobs, monitor the data transfer, and document the process. PBS extraction suite also provides detailed information to audit the extraction process and to show a comparison between the source to destination systems. PBS NAA allows to store data extracted from various SAP legacy systems in a single sidecar database. Included is a PBS interface for the SAP ERP system, as well as functionality to write and read data in the sidecar database. With NAA, legacy SAP data is displayed in the target SAP S/4HANA system with the ability of evaluating it through transactions and reports in compliance with audit requirements. Some of the many supported transactions and reports are shown here. You're welcome to pause the video to take a closer look. After your users are provided access to PBS NAA transactions in the new SAP S/4HANA system, the legacy system may be decommissioned, and there is no need to keep paying for licenses and support for it. NAA is a simple, cost-effective, and low-maintenance solution to make legacy data from one or more ERP systems available in SAP S/4HANA. Now, let us take a closer look at the end-user experience of NAA. From the new SAP S/4HANA environment, end users can run familiar transactions. For example, if an end user wants to look at legacy financial documents, they would use the NAA FB03 transaction. In this example, you will notice a new option on this screen requesting the system and client. This refers to the system ID and client of the decommissioned environment. Here, P67 is the name, and 100 is the client. All other selection criteria remain similar to the standard FB03 transaction. This is what the document list looks like for the P67 system that has been decommissioned. There is hardly any difference from a user's perspective. As seen here in the data entry view, all associated data for the application area is maintained, including header information, line items, and even historic change documents. This allows legacy queries to be maintained even if there are changes to master data on the SAP S/4HANA database. In this example, end users have the option to access records from the legacy vendor master. With all required legacy data maintained, end users can be assured that they have a reliable record of historic information to remain compliant with record and retention policies. NAA can even support access to legacy document attachments. In this example, an end user can query legacy billing documents using the PBS NAA VF05N transaction. Also, from the selection screen notes, end users have the ability to use the menu option to see available attached documents. If an archive link document connection was maintained in the legacy system, the document list is made available within NAA. Here we can see two different attachments, two billing documents that the user can view. End users can maintain access to the legacy attached documents for any standard archive link connection from a transactional record. That's it for today's product demonstration. With PBS NAA, save costs related to keeping legacy SAP ERP systems running, ensure easy and audit-compliant access to legacy data from within SAP S/4HANA, and most importantly, enable your end users to evaluate legacy data with standard transactions, reports, and queries as though it was in the main database. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you for watching.